How's everybody doing today? So I haven't done a video in quite a long time because I just haven't had a lot of content to share with you guys. But I did order another knife and it came in today. So I figured I'd do a quick video, with the unboxing and kind of some thoughts about this particular knife. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm going to use the Berg blade Sweeney. And there's a reason I'm going to use this guy, and I'll show you in just a second. There we go. Should know how to open these by now. Let's get into this guy. All right. Okay, you can tell where I got it. River's Edge Cutlery. This little sticker and then some Berg blade stuff. So it tells you what the knife is, the COA. And that tells you what the knife is. And this is the Berg Blades Sweeney, which I know I've got a Sweeney right here, but this is a different variant. And, oh, that's kind of cool. Nice little keychain. All right, so let's get into this guy. So I've really been enjoying my Sweeney, and I've talked about it in quite a few other videos. And I enjoyed it so much that, I figured I'd get another one. And this is the variant that I kind of wanted. And it was on his latest drop. He's released these on a couple different occasions. I want to say this is the third drop on these Sweeneys. Got the little magnetic box. Kind of a cool little, I don't know, that's pretty cool. I like it. Boom, there we go. So this version is the full tie version. Okay. Set that to the side. It's clean. Perfectly centered. So it's a bead blast on the titanium handle. Obviously frame lock with a steel lock bar insert. Let's flip her open. Ooh, yeah. That looks real nice. So this has a hand rubbed satin finish on the blade. It's still 20 CV. Titanium hardware, titanium backspacer and clip. Excellent clip, by the way. Love this clip. The reason I wanted to get another one of these is, man, that's nice, is because I just like the knife overall. I like the shape. I like the action. The deployment methods are excellent, which I've talked about in some of my other videos. The reverse flick, awesome. Thumb flick, good, excellent. I didn't get it that good there. You can roll it. This one's a little tighter because it's brand new, but they do loosen up a little bit. This one's loosened up quite a bit. It's a nice looking knife. It's really clean. I like that hand rub satin blade on that. I think it goes really well with the bead blasted all titanium frame. They had this version before with a full tie, and it was like a stone washed, maybe a sandblasted handle with a stone washed blade, like this guy here. The Tick, awesome knife, by the way. And that was, hey, what's up? And that was, sandblasted and stone washed on the blade. But this one is hand rub satin and bead blasted on the frame. So I thought that was pretty cool, And I've been so happy with this one. I had to get another one. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And this one has just been awesome. I've carried this one quite a bit. So I can honestly say that I would highly recommend this knife. Lockup has been solid. I've had no issues as far as blade play goes or anything like that. Super solid. I did have to put a little Loctite on the pivot, but that's not unusual. That's almost to be expected on certain knives. This has been a good one. Zircotie clip that I put on here, which he was selling on his website, on the Berg Blades website. but I think they're currently sold out because I really want to get the same clip for this guy. I think it adds a little something to it, and I kind of like it. So, yeah. D10 on this thing is just perfect. Yeah, and I just wanted a full tie version. I really like that hand rub satin blade. 20 CV is a good steel as far as I can tell that I've used so far. Is that a little different on the... Wow, it is a little different. Yeah, where the sharpening tool and plunge grind is a little better on this one, on this newer version. So that's kind of cool. They actually address that. Yeah, very cool. I like that. Okay. So yeah, so satin finish on both these. This is belt satin, which Riyadh does a really nice job with their belt satin. And then this is a hand rub satin on the other one. Clean this up a little bit. That one's got some stuff on it. Needed to be cleaned. I just like how clean this knife looked. Just a really, really nice looking profile, nice looking blade. It's a super comfortable knife in the hand. You know, you can grip it up close to the blade. You can grip it back a little bit, and both ways are super comfortable. There's no jimping on the spine, but I'm okay with that. No lanyard hole either. I'm okay with that as well. I don't really use lanyards. Yeah, and I bought this knife to use it. You know, I enjoy carrying my other one. I will be carrying both these. And yeah, I'm not going to do a specific review on this one because I pretty much reviewed this knife. I've talked about it quite a bit and how much I like it. And I think that the general consensus from the knife community is that it's, you know, it's a really good knife. As far as the way it deploys, and, you know, the design is thought out, well thought out. You have really nice access to the lock bar. You know, it's chamfered and there's a cutout there. And man, that is just so satisfying. The top flipper works just excellent. You know, I haven't used a ton of top flipper knives, but I can't imagine them being too much better than this guy. You know, it's perfectly placed. I've used a couple other top flippers with the unicorn horn that sticks straight out. I don't like those as much. You know, I think this is a more intuitive way to do it. I think it's a superior way to do it. And you don't have that flipper tab there if that bothers you, like this guy. And it doesn't really bother me. But if you want to choke up, you can still with the tick because it's got a finger choil, unlike this one. But like I said, you don't need it because there's no flipper tab. You can get right up close to the blade if you want to. Just a little bit of a difference between the finishes, the stone wash, and then the hand rub satin. And then I'll show you a little. And then there's the belt ground satin versus the hand rub satin. Both very nice. I like the fact that they address that plunge grind for sharpening purposes. That's really cool. That was a good idea. I think that they did that. It does look a little bit better. Looks like you can at least get a couple sharpenings out of it before, you know, you start hitting the plunge here and getting into it. But I'll do a size comparison or two. So this is the Para 3. I accidentally called that the PM3 in another video, and I won't make that mistake again. I had all kinds of comments. Yeah, that's the Para 3. Pretty common knife that most people are used to having. So a little bit longer, but definitely not as tall. That's going to take up less room in the pocket than the Para 3. This is the Wee Sakshi. Pretty similar size knife. These both have the same blade length, 3 3/4. No, not 3 3/4. 3.38 inches, I believe, on the blade length. You know, so it's a really good size for EDC. Super comfortable. It's not going to take up a lot of room in the pocket, and yeah, it's just a fun knife to carry. It's fun for a lot of reasons. It's light. It's small. The deployment methods are excellent. I mean, really excellent. Like, top tier. For a production knife, some of the best detent action I've ever handled are on these Berg Blades knives. Now, they are manufactured by Riot, and that's part of the reason why they're so good. The tolerances are excellent, and the quality control is also excellent. I'll get a weight on this guy. Let's see what it weighs. I'm sure it's probably pretty similar to the other one. It doesn't feel like a heavy knife or a cumbersome object. But let's see what it says here. See if I can get that. There we go. Get that out of the light. So 3.7. Not bad. Let's see what the other one weighs. I'm just curious. I think it was less. 3.42. So the full tie variant is a little bit heavier, but I could care less about that. I mean, I carry this one, and it's 4.7, and I have no issues carrying it. I don't really notice it's in my pocket. I don't wear like jogging shorts or anything, but you know, at any rate. Let's see see if we got some internal milling here. Yeah, it's milled out. Yeah, internal milling. Man, it's a good looking knife. I like it. You know, yeah. This is going to be one that gets carried quite a bit. I'm going to get another pocket clip for it. Hopefully I can get one of those Zircotai clips and throw it on the sucker, and it'll be a done deal. This will be ready to rock. So I just wanted to do this unboxing with you guys. I hadn't done a video in a long time. I kind of miss doing videos, but like I said, I haven't had a lot of knives coming in. You know, I spent quite a bit for a while there, and I needed to cool my jets on spending money on knives. So, you know, I took a little break, but I saw this one come up, and I couldn't pass it up. Let me see what number it is here. See if I can see it. 37 of 50. I like that number too. Yeah, so he did like I said, a recent drop. This variant sold out, but there are 4 other variants on this most current drop. There is a titanium, 2 titanium versions that are stonewashed with fat carbon. One is a blue, I don't know, Arctic, I think it's called, and the other one is a Mars Valley fat carbon. And then they have a black PVD with some crushed carbon fiber on the inlay, as opposed to this one being micarta. And one thing that was cool about the black PVD one with the crushed carbon fiber is it had a polished stonewashed blade, which really looked nice. You know, I don't see too many polished stonewashed blades, but I wish people would do more of that because I really like it. It may not be as practical from from how it holds up. You know, the regular stonewash may show less wear, but I thought it looked pretty cool. But that one's out there, and I know all 4 of those were available on his website, and that's Berg Blades. They had all 4 of those variants. This was sold out everywhere I could see it. I jumped on day 1 and got this. I knew I wanted it, so I didn't hesitate, and I don't think I'm going to regret it at all. I mean, it's minimal body screws. The clip screw is on the inside. These are a breeze to take apart, put together, and maintain. I've got some skiff bearings for this guy somewhere in here. Are those them? Yeah, I think those are them. So I'll skiff it once I get the clip, maybe, or maybe before. I don't know. And it really doesn't need it, to be honest. The action is really good. Well, like I said, with a lot of these knives, the skiffs don't seem to make a huge difference. Sometimes they make a little more difference than others. I put multi-row skiffs in this guy, but I mainly like the skiff bearings because it gives it a little more support. They have more balls and more balls. Anyway, they have more support on both sides of the blade because there's more points of contact. And especially with the multi-row bearings, this one has. This didn't have a multi-row bearing option. It's a smaller knife, and this is a bigger pivot and everything. So totally different size on this guy here. But, you know, I'll probably put some skiffs on it, throw that Zerk clip on there if I can get another one. And, yeah, I'll be carrying this thing, using it. And I didn't even check the factory edge. I shouldn't have to because it's Riot. Yeah, it's super sharp. Really, grinds are really nice. And they look really even on both sides. So what you'd expect from Riot. High quality, high level of fit and finish with excellent tolerances. Yeah. So anyway, just wanted to share this unboxing with you guys. And thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe if you like. I'd like to bring you guys some more content from time to time. I just got a feeling that you know, what I put out is going to slow down a little bit because, you know, I just don't have a ton of new stuff to bring to you guys. So, but I did get this new and I wanted to share it. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Again, this is the Berg Blades Sweeney. Highly recommend this knife. And like I said, there are some other variants out there available right now. Oh, he did say that this was going to be the last run on the Sweeneys for a while. I don't know what a while means, but I think he said, you know, a year to 2 years. So if you're wanting a Sweeney and you don't want to try to get it on the secondary market, now's the time to get it. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. Have a wonderful day and take care out there.